Hey, welcome back into Occupy Democrats. And Ivanka Trump, Dad's apple, or more than that, of his eye. How disingenuous can you really be, Ivanka, in this breaking story? Let's remember when your kids were a little bit younger and one not even born, how you conducted yourself in Daddy's first term, because you guys all remember this, right?
Suspicious absences, hurtful snubs, and cringeworthy comments. Ivanka Trump may have once been a constant presence in her father's life, but their relationship is nothing like what it once was.
So, Ivanka, is it just because it's dark and you're not a gladiator, or are you more like a Rolling Stones song?
It's a very dark, negative business.
You don't always get what you want, but you got what you need.
Ivanka Trump's brand has won 13 new trademarks in China in just 3 months, raising questions about conflict of interest in the White House.
Oh, she took advantage.
Ivanka Trump is not commenting after China issued new trademarks for her fashion brand.
And some people love, the gladiator aspect of it.
The president's daughter led a conference call with reporters Tuesday.
That's not all.
Official records show the government has also granted provisional approval for another 8 trademarks.
During Donald Trump's first term as president, Ivanka was one of his advisors,
which will be finalized if no objections are raised in the next 3 months.
During the call, reporters asked about her business trademarks in China, but White House aides declined to answer.
It just keeps going.
Trump has stepped back from managing her brand, but continues to profit from the business.
Yeah, she still makes money.
But when Trump announced in November 2022 that he was running for re-election, his eldest daughter was suspiciously absent. She later released a statement that said,
and yet now, of course, she's much more mature and she's the mom and she cares about the kids, right?
The fight, that was never me.
Ivanka Trump is opening up about why she's not returning to the White House with her father, President-elect Donald Trump.
Online records show the Chinese government awarded Ivanka Trump's brand 7 new trademarks. The news comes just days after President Trump told Congress the administration had reached a deal with China to revive telecom giant ZTE.
While I will always love and support my father, going forward, I will do so outside the political arena.
The main reason I am not going back to serve now is I know the cost.
Critics say the timing of the move and the trademarks raise questions about potential ethical violations.
Ivanka cited a desire to focus on her children and spouse as motivators for stepping away from politics.
And it's a price that I'm not willing to make my kids bear.
But in this breaking story, when it's all said and done and the limelight calls, what do you think Miss Disingenuous actually did? And boy, did she get hammered for it. Check this story out. Breaking news, applauded simply for showing up. Ivanka buried over treaty signing star turn. The decision by Ivanka Trump to dip her toe back into politics by appearing at the Gaza ceasefire treaty signing on Monday, which she had nothing to do with, left one observer cold. The so-called first daughter has been out of the political spotlight despite her father having won a second presidential term on a third try, retiring to her $24 million mansion on Miami's Indian Creek Island, where she frequently posts exercise, surfing, and fitness videos on Instagram, with her husband Jared Kushner being one of the chief negotiators in the ceasefire in Gaza that led to the release of Israeli hostages. Donald Trump's daughter was singled out and featured at the signing ceremony, which led the Independent's Holly Baxter to ask why. In quotes, Ivanka Trump has reemerged in Israel this week, smiling beatifically as her father's admirers cheer and cameras click. She's radiant, modestly dressed, and by the way, did you know that when she converted to Judaism in 2009, her father didn't even know how she was going to do it? Baxter wrote late Monday before dryly noting that Trump's eldest daughter's political resume is now limited to daughter of Donald, wife of Jared. Pointing to the previous relatives of presidents who have taken center stage for one reason or another, she wrote, in quotes, Ivanka's most relevant experience, by contrast, is having once been photographed near a peace treaty. She's an advisor, according to the White House, though it's entirely unclear what she could be qualified to advise on. Recalling an awkward and widely ridiculed Ivanka appearance at the G20 conference in 2017, Baxter noted that didn't stop her from coming out of the shadows once again and onto the world stage. Yes, her father, Donald Trump, 47th president, has done a lot of really cringeworthy, almost on the level of disgusting things towards and about his daughter that he's clearly in love with. And yet, while Ivanka has tried to rise above, play that she's better than, Pretend it doesn't really bother her, whatever it may be. She is simply her dad's daughter. Because when it's all said and done, if it's going to be able to make her brand more money and make her more popular by making an appearance these days at something such as a supposed peace treaty between Hamas and Israel, funny how it's suddenly okay for her kids to have to bear that cross of her action. Shocker, right? You guys like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay frosty.